Hello ladies and gentlemen, DMIT here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing video on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. I was actually waiting all day for this, I think since 8 in the morning, and it arrived at 6 PM. No, I don't know why, because this controller arrived about 1, but they were separate. So I don't know if that was a thing with Very where I ordered it from, or if it was a Royal Mail issue. But without further ado, let's get straight into the unboxing. So let's first start with the Nintendo Switch 2 box. So just open it here. So it tells you the plug. Tells you how to detach the Joy-Cons. Alright. Ooh. We've got the Joy-Cons there. Let's put them to one side. This, I know a lot of people have been saying how big it is, but yeah. They just feel quite sizable. Let's put that to the side. In here we've got a booklet, got a HDMI cable. I'm not sure what certification HDMI cable is, but there we go. And you have the attachments for the mouse controls. Then if we remove this, we've got the somewhat useless Switch 2 thing for the Joy-Cons. I wish they included the one with the charger, but I guess you can't complain. We've got a USB-C to Type-C charging cable, and the power brick is quite hefty, to be honest, and it's a lot bigger than I expected. And I believe it is a 60 watt, up to a 60 watt charger. And now let's have a look at the dock. So we've got a rounded design, 2 USB-A ports, and let's see. So you remove it from the top like that, and then we've got a LAN port, and we've got HDMI and a USB-C for power. And I'm assuming the fan goes here. Well, the fan is in here. So we're going to compare both Switch docks here. As you can see, the Switch 2 one is a little bit bigger. Probably about the same thickness, to be honest. And this is compared to the Switch OLED one. It's a little bit dusty here, but yeah, it's basically the same except for having that fan on the new one. Now let's get the actual Joy-Cons out. They've got like quite a matte feel, which feels quite nice. And I can tell already they feel much nicer in the hands. So compared to the old ones, this is what the old ones would be like in the hands. And you can see it's quite a sizable difference. Now let's say the old one, how it snapped on. And now let's get the new one. We've got the power button, the volume buttons. We've got another USB-C port, headphone jack, game card slot, which is a lot bigger than the older one. And then a port at the bottom, and I believe these are speaker grills, and then the kickstand. Seems quite sturdy, to be honest. Now let's turn this on. You can notice straight away it's not OLED, no pure blacks, but it doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. So let's attach them. It's quite nice. Let's set it up. So I'm going to pick English, UK, Australia, Europe. Alright, so we connect to the internet now. System update. Time zone. Shown as the kickstand, and now we can charge on top. Okay, let's try this new release option. Oh! You know what, that's quite satisfying, and it connects right away. Okay, let's do that later. Let's skip the attachment guide. Let's wait for this to install. While we wait for that, let's compare the screen sizes of these switches. As you can immediately see, the Switch 2 screen size is massive in comparison to this. Makes the original Switch, well, the Switch OLED, kind of look like a Switch Lite in comparison to this. Or you could say this is a Switch XL in comparison to this one here. So the update's been complete. So you can do a system transfer, or we can do no data transfer. I'm not sure if you can do it after, but we'll do it without for now. Next. Let's do without signing in right now. Alright. Skip parental controls. We don't have an SD card right now. Now let's press the home button. Awesome. So that's the home screen. We've got the new game chat feature. So I need to sign in to use that. News, Nintendo Switch Online. We've got the album. Game share. I'm interested to see how this works. Controllers. So that connects really quick. And it's pretty seamless like that as well. Virtual game cards and settings. Let's unbox the Switch 2 Pro controller. Alright, so it comes with a USB-C to A cable. I'm not sure why it wasn't C to C, but we've got that. And then for the controller itself, now I haven't got an original Switch Pro controller to compare it to, but interesting. So it's completely smooth on the back. These have very minimal travel, which I'm surprised about. These feel somewhat clicky, but press in, and you've got some resistance to the analog sticks. But I feel like this is quite a bit smaller than a DualSense. Yeah, it is. Interesting, I thought it would be about the same size, but it's not. It's much smaller. I kind of wish it was bigger, as it doesn't feel like it has the most space here. as this is still the most comfortable controller there is. But who knows, it might be something to get used to. But anyway guys, this is it for the unboxing and the quick setup of the Nintendo Switch 2. I almost called it Switch 2 Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. And yeah, DMIT signing out. Peace.